Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright. I myself, bad. You know, I'm gonna be real. Bad. I'm a -4 win streak right now with the Lost. Truth be told, you don't really like seeing that, you know what I mean? So, I want to try and get a win today. Honestly, we're not gonna do alt path. Alt path just sucks. Alt path is just hard. We're just gonna try and get a win. That's all I care about. That's all that matters. No matter how we get it, no matter how we get to it, oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, besides just me being bad at Isaac and being upset at the fact that I'm bad at Isaac, my day's actually been kind of alright. I was a little worried earlier today. I had to do some IT, one might say, for, what's it called, for my uncle's computer. But luckily I got everything sorted out. There was this kind of issue where like there was some software installed on the computer that like usually comes with their motherboard. It's like, I don't know, because I had the same exact issue with my Alienware computer, the one I used to use for recording before. I had the same exact issue with that computer, in that if I used it for streaming with the Ethernet plugged in, my internet was like awful, dude. Like I'm talking, if I had it hardwired, I legitimately like could not play, or I could not stream a game because my bitrate would be like almost 0. And I remember I would check like Ookla or whatever. I'd be like, oh, what the hell's the issue? And it said my upload speed was like 0.24 or something crazy, you know? And I'm just like, at first, I thought it was just kind of like I was being throttled or something, which, I mean, truth be told, for me at least, still to this day, I kind of don't really understand throttling in the internet sort of access, like, term. I know that is a thing I think that the companies can do, if I'm correct. It's, from what I know, from my knowledge, I could be wrong, Tony could be spreading complete lies. From what I know, it's something that, like, companies can do where they essentially lower your speeds for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe this throttling. But I know that it is a thing that ISPs can do, I believe. Anyways, I thought I was just kind of being throttled, so I quite literally like hit up my ISP. I'm like, hey, might be able to fix this or whatever. They came over and they were like, everything seems to be fine. Don't know what the issue is, but we're gonna go ahead and upgrade your guys' router anyway, since you guys were on like the old one. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Sick. So they do that, and then time passes, and I try streaming, like literally like 2 days later, I try streaming again, hardwired, doesn't work. Ethernet, like just with when I'm hardwired, you would think it would be good. It just doesn't work. It's like useless. It's bad, horrible speeds. So I'm just like, oh well, fuck me. I guess it might be my Ethernet cord. I have an idea though. My brother knows how to like make those Cat6 cables. I'll just wait whenever he, you know, I'll ask him, and then whenever he gets the opportunity to, he'll like, you know, get the wire and just like make me one. So he freaking, you know, time comes later, he does that. He makes me a new Ethernet cord to use for my gaming. Try it, doesn't work. And I'm just, at that point, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Like, when I'm hardwired, it's literally worse speeds than if I was wired. How or why, I don't understand. It just is. But anyways, lo and behold, I decide, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. I look it up, and then I find someone that has a similar thing to me. They had a, they had a, what's it called? Let's get you. You don't seem that bad, actually. They had a similar issue to me, where their internet was bad, hardwired, but wireless, it was fine. And then some random genius, some internet genius was like, you know what, man? I think I might have a solution for you. If you have a certain like Alienware computer, try using this, or try to uninstall this thing that came like with your computer. So I'm like, huh, let me check. Oh, I do have this installed. How interesting. Damocles. Dude, nice. So, anyways, my bad. Time passes. Not time passes, but I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me try this. This guy said to try this. Let me try. I give it a shot. And instantly, literally, I like delete this stupid whatever. Some software that came installed. I delete it and I try to stream hardwired. My speeds were back to normal. I could stream 100% perfectly fine. And the relief I felt, like it just washed over me, but also not a sense of anger, but a sense of like, what the hell came over me too. Because a part of me was just kind of curious, like what caused this, you know? How does something like this even happen? And to this day, I'm gonna be honest, I still don't know why or how there was like just this one software that's like whole purpose, not even whole purpose. I don't know what its purpose is, but what it did is it just ruined my internet speeds. And the reason I bring this up is because I was playing IT today and the same thing happened. It was something completely different instead though. My uncle was trying to log on to Warzone, he was trying to play, but there was an issue in that it just wouldn't work. I don't want, you know what? No, yeah, I do want this. Why do we want guillotine? Because look at this. Oh my goodness. Wait, the second head doesn't shoot. Oh, he's so stupid. Oh, he's so stupid. Oh, he's so stupid. They gave him, first off, one, my dumbass took guillotine and now I instantly regret it. Two, they gave me crooked penny. They are never going to get their pennies back. I want you to know, like, I am never gonna get an item again. Crooked penny has stolen the show. I will never get an item again because everything's just gonna end up becoming 1 penny because I'm a gambling man. But regardless, same thing happened. This time it was with like Gigabyte or whatever, you know? Gigabyte had their own thing that if you had it installed, for some reason you would like literally time out when trying to connect to a lobby in Warzone, that like the game just didn't work. So what I did, I was like, all right, I looked this up, I found out this solution. Apparently everyone says, hey, this is the deal. So I was like, you know what, go here and uninstall this, and then just for like peace of mind, can you just like reset? For peace of mind, can you please reset your Call of Duty? So he does that. And as soon as he does that, he restarts Call of Duty, the game runs perfectly fine again. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't tell you, you know? Because it doesn't make any sense. In my opinion, it makes 0 sense how something like that could what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, affect it in such a way. You know what I mean? To me, it just didn't make sense. How could something like that affect this in such a way where like it just ruins your internet? As soon as he did that, as soon as he uninstalled it and he booted up Warzone, bro got into a lobby like instantly, and he was able to like load in the lobby, actually play the game. But a part of me was just like, something ain't adding up, bro, you know? Why does this happen to begin with? You know, I'm a curious individual. I'll probably look it up at some point down the line. But as of right now, I'm just kind of, you know, I'm in my I get to complain about it phase because it's something I had to deal with today. And it's just, it's dumb, you know? Once again, not on the whole technology makes me mad kind of deal, but like, those were both bad. I'm gonna be real. Those were both bad. We just got a bad pull out of the way. Hierophant. Can't even use you, bro. Get out of here. Get out of my face. But yeah, I was just not lost. I guess I kind of was lost. You know, it's so dumb figuring out dumb, simple solutions like that, it's real interesting to me, you know, I guess kind of how do computers and shit work like that, you know? Technology is something crazy, isn't it, guys? Are you guys like this? Do you guys share the opinion that I have? Sometimes, you know how like a few episodes back, I was amazed by the beauty of nature and stuff like that. I was talking about how I absolutely love to go out and, you know, no, I don't love to go out and I love to go camping whenever I do go camping. I love the experience. It's very fun. It's very good. But I don't like avidly go out, unfortunately. Although I wish I did. But regardless of the, you know, what Tony wishes, same scenario essentially applies here. Where I'm amazed by the beauty of nature and stuff like that, you know? And I gotta say, similar vein, I'm amazed by the shit technology does slash like, you know, what it can do. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That shit, to me personally, I find it super intriguing, super interesting. You know what I mean? Not to be... Okay. I'm gonna talk about this, and I know it's a very contentious topic, but it's not just how I feel. I already have mantle, I don't need that. It's not just how I feel. This is, you know, everyone knows about this, but something like AI or whatever, you know what I mean? AI, real contentious topic, I'm aware. But, you know, I find it interesting. I find it cool, to a degree, how we humans, people, we have made, not life, because I wouldn't necessarily call AI life, but we made something that can do the same thing as us, you know what I mean? But it isn't a person, it isn't sentient. It mimics it. It can mimic like being sentient, it can mimic that kind of stuff, but it's not itself, it's not. And it's something so kind of crazy, and in my opinion, a little cool. But I can understand people being like, no, AI sucks, Tony, you know. How could you defend it in any way? Like, trust me, I'm aware, you know. I've gone on to sing the hatred of AI art and sing the praises of the regular people, the regular folk. Oh my goodness. Okay. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. My shadow. Grab you. What should I grab? What do we even grab here, man? A battery? Dude, imagine it gave a battery, I pick it up, and I double it again. Double it and give it to the next person. We easily grab Succubus in this scenario here. And then that, I mean, let's grab it for like, I don't know, the soul like if we get like a reroll sometime later, maybe? But you know, I've sung, not my praises, but I've sung my hatreds to a degree for AI art and stuff like that. Believe me, I'm not on the side of AI art. I'm very avidly against it. However, I can still kind of be against it, but also kind of be amazed at just in general, you know? It sucks how it does it, and in my opinion, it's not natural to a degree, I guess. Nah, if it's not natural, that's not a good argument. It doesn't have the soul put into it, you know what I mean? It doesn't have the soul put into it that I would want out of something like art, you know? I want my art to have soul. I want it to make me feel something. I want to know another human made this, and this human made me experience this. You feel me? AI doesn't do that, in my opinion. Damn. Oh well, what can you do? That's fine, you know. It's fine if we lost that in that scenario. I'm not gonna lose sleep over losing out on Little Brim, you know. Little Brim goated. Little Brim is a good item, but it's, you know, it's not necessarily God's greatest item, one might say. Let's pop you somewhere where you won't disturb here. Perfect. Oh, black market. Let's see what we got here. If they have... Oh, I was gonna say if they had a reroll machine, that would have been so good. Hey, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Who the hell are you guys? Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Sorry. These are my confessions. So here's what we have. We have an item that essentially rerolls our active each time we use it. And now we have 4.5 volt, which kills and stuff give us, you know, juice. I'm gonna try and see if we can maybe get Book of Shadows out of this. And if we get Book of Shadows, we have 4.5 volt Book of Shadows. Or Archie, I'll take it. I'm not against that, you know. Anyways, wow, cool. Although I am scared, truth be told, I am very scared. Might be thinking, Tony, why are you scared? Because of the fact that... Yeah, we got Archie. Archie's cool and all. But what if... I mean, we're the Lost, you know what I mean? We are the Lost. If we have Archie, that can be something bad. You feel me? Not something bad, but like, yeah, I mean, you guys picking up what I'm putting down? I could die before I get to use Archie, making it not useless, but I'm gonna feel real bad. I feel like you should always feel bad to a degree. Anytime you do a run and you manage to lose out on one of the greatest items in the entire game. I had Glitch Crown like last run, or last episode. I shouldn't say last run, considering there were like 3 runs in that episode. Apologies for that, y'all. But you know, last episode I had a run with Glitch Crown. And I proceeded to die, and I kind of felt like ending it all, you know? Oh, but anyways, my bad. Sorry. I forgot to sing my praises of AI. It's not true, not doing this, being joking. Ooh, Glitch Crown, sick. But yeah, a whole ordeal essentially is, I am... What's the word? What's the word? Come on. I can think of the word. I'm a smart boy. I'm amazed. It's interesting. It's cool. And, you know, obviously a part of me is kind of worried because it's like the things people are doing with AI does kind of scare me a little bit. But in general, I think it is interesting, the shit that's done. I think the fact that we got people out here making, you know, we got something that is not a human, but speaks to us like it is. It is literally, like, it's quite literally not real intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence, you know. It is rocks or whatever, right? That's what people say about computers. Computers are cool too, like, just thinking about it. Computers, like, it's just... As my friend said it once, it's like rocks that we tricked into thinking. Easily get sci-fly in that scenario. And Ipecac would have been great if we had any form of bomb immunity. However, since we don't have bomb immunity, Ipecac most likely would have just killed me, you know? But what else is new? Things trying to kill Tony? Yeah, I'm pretty based. I'm sorry, I'm speaking like a dumbass. Let's see what's in the shop. It could be Super Greed, it could be... No, we already got Super Greed, didn't we? We got him in the secret room. Which means we're due for something actually useful. That's what I think. I forget, did we actually even fight Super Greed? Or is Tony misremembering, like, in real time? You guys get to watch bro lose his mind in, like, genuine real time. No, I don't want you. But it's cool, you know? Technology is cool, man, to a degree. Technology can be cool. It can be used for nefarious things, though. And that's what makes me kind of be like, oh, technology, you know, grr, you know, it makes me grr at you. My apologies. You guys probably didn't want to hear me growling. No, I didn't want to grab that. I did the thing again. But look, regardless, technology's kind of cool, to a degree. It's pretty alright, if you ask me, personally. I think technology's A-okay. Where is the secret room? You? There we are. No, okay, so we didn't fight. Man, fuck this guy. What the hell? I just realized. That was like our last shop we were ever gonna get too. Son of a bitch. Alright, now I gotta find. So here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. I think there was a good item in the boss trap room. I want to find the fool card, get out of the boss trap room. There you are. I'm just trying to get out of the boss trap room so I can grab whatever good item was in there. I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. The more I play these runs, the more worried a part of me gets. You feel me? So Synthol's next. I kind of do want that. Let's grab you. Leave. Nice. Oh, I'm stupid. We had a speed up. I should have grabbed that too. Whatever. It don't matter. It wasn't that big of a deal. It don't matter. Imagine I die. If I die here, like, I'm gonna end the video feeling real freaking sad, brother. I'm gonna end the video feeling mad as hell. Actually, not even sad. I'm about to be pissed. You know, I don't go through all this just to die. You feel me? Although a part of me feels like it's not easy. I gotta like hide in the corners, man. Trust me, I've been hit on like the outways too much to know. I've been hit too much to know. Let's go the negative route. Okay, I'm scared. Anyways, but yeah, cool. Computers are cool. They also piss me off sometimes, you know. When they don't work, they really know how to push my buttons in the right way to where I get upset. Although, if I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't even remember. I remember I asked my friend this question and couldn't come up with an answer, really. I don't remember the last time I was actually, like, mad at something, you know? I will say, I do be getting upset. You know, is getting mad and getting upset different? You guys have probably heard me. I be getting upset at some Jacob and Esau runs on occasion. But like genuinely mad at something where I'm like raging, I'm yelling, that type of shit, I'm gonna be real, I don't think I can remember the last time I ever had that. If even. There's probably at least one time in my life I've gotten mad. But I don't really see myself as like an angry person, you know what I mean? At least I try not to be. I try not to be an angry person. That just kind of, it just doesn't feel, it doesn't feel like me. You know? Like if I ask my friend, like, you know, hey, you guys remember the last time I was mad? In my mind, I would think they probably couldn't remember the last time they've ever seen me mad. Or at least known me to be like very highly upset or whatever, you feel me? I don't know. Me personally, I just try to keep it like as easygoing as possible, you feel me? I don't feel comfortable when I'm mad, and I know it definitely doesn't make people feel comfortable, and if, you know, I've said it multiple times, I'm a people pleaser. I try my best. I will do everything in my power to try and please people. So, if that means I hold my emotions and I never show anger to anyone, then so be it. That's what it's gonna be. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted to 2 diamonds. I was hoping to. Oh, I paused it on like I had to like first frame it or something, you know. I had to have first framed that that item pick there. There's just no way. Although I will say, you know, not often I say this, but a devil deal would be very nice. I'm usually an angel deal kind of guy, but I will take a devil deal in a heartbeat if it means I can get like 9 lives or something good. You know what I mean? I mean it too. If I can get 9 lives or something like that, I would take that deal. You know? Did you make that deal? I'd make that deal. I don't blame you. Sorry, I got an Inglorious Bastards clip this morning, and it was that scene talking about making the deal. I love that movie, man. Quentin Tarantino, he's an interesting guy. You know, I'll say that. I'm not. Let's get a little crazy here. Let's talk a little crazy. I know Quentin Tarantino is in defeat. You know, everyone knows Quentin Tarantino is in defeat. I gotta say, you know, one, no one asked for my perspective, but I'm just yapping right now. I'm in the yap zone. I do not understand people that like are into feet, bro. You know what I mean? If I just so happen to have like someone that has a foot fetish in my fucking comments or something, you know, someone's a feet lover here that I did not mean to piss you off. I don't say that. But also, I will say, I don't want to ask what's the appeal, because that definitely doesn't feel like the right question to ask. But a part of me is like, brother, what is the appeal though? You feel me? I'm gonna be real. I don't see it, and I don't think I could ever see it. Forgive my language, forgive my usage, or forgive whatever it is I'm about to say. It just, you know, really? That's it, you know? That's all I really gotta say is really, bro? Oh, Tech X, that's really good. Cool. And then Mother's eyeshadow, I guess. I thought I'd have more options in that scenario, but I guess not. Okay. Eve's mascara is really good. Eve's mascara is the best thing here. And then Smart Fly. And then we'll just bomb all this. Nope. Ooh, cancer. Rare time you'll hear me say that. Just Isaac things, you know how it is. But look, you know, but besides me, Tony judging, you know, people with a foot fetish aside, I can't put it aside. I'm gonna be dead ass with y'all. I can't put it aside. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that? You feel me? Okay, but no, genuinely putting it aside now though. I absolutely love Quentin Tarantino movies, man. They are easily some of my favorite movies of all time. Inglorious Bastards, I remember watching that for the first time and I was like, dude, this is really good. I will say, the one thing that I kind of don't really like about Quentin Tarantino movies, I feel like most people can kind of at least relate or see where I'm coming from, is, especially in like a movie like Reservoir Dogs, really good movie. I think it's great. In my opinion, no need for them to be using the N-word like that. You feel me? Like midway through the movie, Steve Buscemi just drops the hard R. Steve Buscemi just drops the hard R, and I'm just like, what the hell did he just say? You know, I'm like, damn, he said that shit. You feel me, bro? It's damn crazy. That's all I gotta say. It's like, it's damn crazy, but the movie is damn good. Absolutely, that man knows how to write a screenplay. He knows how to direct a movie. Truth be told, only Quentin Tarantino movie I haven't seen, I haven't not been made aware of. Like I haven't seen / I haven't interacted with much is what's the name? What's that name? The Hateful Eight. I know that like they got the extended cut on Netflix or whatever, or at least they used to. That I remember because that's not how I've seen it, but that's how I was exposed to it. Is I wanted to watch Django Unchained, but you cannot watch Django Unchained anywhere. For some reason, I had to buy it on my I had to buy it on YouTube. One, because I wanted to support the movie, because it's easily one of my favorite movies of all time. No, not even. Look, I'm not a Letterboxd Larry kind of guy. I'm not the Kino Cinema kind of guy. I've spent hours upon hours talking about this in videos and such. But what I am absolutely a fan of Django Unchained. I love Western movies in general. Western movies are great. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, one of my favorite movies. Easily my favorite movie, I gotta say though, is 100%, 100,000% I can say with the utmost confidence. Dude, what's up with this game? Why does it do that to me, man? Tony, what did it do? The reason I was opening the chest mad slowly is because I wanted to avoid exactly that scenario where my dumbass interacts with the chest and then it immediately like kind of shuts on me. It like immediately shuts, not it shuts on me, but like I interact with the chest in trying to open it and I immediately grab it and take whatever the first item is. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I wanted to open all of them to evaluate my options. I saw there were some good items in there, you know? God forbid a brother want to evaluate his options. Oh, come on. That was cringe, bro. I was on that. I was on Cricket's head easily. You're not gonna lie and tell me that I didn't grab it. But dude, Django Unchained, God. I'm not a guy to be talking about Kino or cinema all the time. You know, you guys know me. Now, I don't want to say I'm anti that, but I mean, you guys have seen my videos. You guys hear the way I talk about things. But that movie is Kino. Django Unchained, that movie is Kino. You know. Oh man, I'm stupid. I don't want to grab that either. I should have. Whatever. It's just damn good. I bought that movie. I watched it with my friends. Honestly, a part of me kind of wants to watch it again. Last time I saw it was a few months back, but a part of me wants to just kind of be like D20. A part of me saw it like a few months back, but another part of me is like, Tony, you got to see that movie again, man. It's just so cinema, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you, it is. Not only the Western vibe, but just like the revenge, you know, it's damn good. It's damn good. I don't know what you would need me to say. Apple. Hell yeah. In case you guys don't know, Tony, why'd you grab Apple? Apple has, I believe it's based on luck, but it has a chance to shoot a shot that does like 3 times your damage. No, I wanted to grab the Samson's chain. The old ball and chain, you know what they call it. I'm playing. Look, man, I don't have a wife, but if I did, I would never refer to her as the old ball and chain, you feel me? The fact that that is a thing people do is low-key baffles me. What's up with that? What's the stereotype, I guess? Like, where did that come from? The whole, okay. You guys think I'm crazy? Would you like to do a victory lap? My friend told me about this. We're gonna see if this is real. I'm going to initiate a victory lap, and then I'm going to press R key. That should technically allow me to unlock achievements because it restarts a run, but because I victory lapped, it's gonna also restart the timer, which means I will be able to unlock boss rush again. So, I unlocked the soul, I victory lapped, R key, everything seems to be fine. The little no achievement symbol isn't up there. Everything seems to be fine. Oh, you guys are gonna think I'm so crazy. Oh, you guys are gonna think I'm so crazy. I know my friends are gonna think I'm the world's silliest goober. I have to grab Dunce Cap. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do you see the damage? Do you want pain? Sorry. My bad, y'all. Tony's quoting TikTok audios again. He apologizes for that greatly. He wants you to know. %, we take the damage up there. In this scenario, what do I want? How many items do I have? I have Synthol. I don't think I have any other needles, so maybe Speedball might not be the greatest, although Cat, let's go for Speedball. If we can, because like at least we'll get 2/3 spun, you know? If we can get spun, that would be great, but if we can't, oh well, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. You know, you feel me? Oh. Udovich, would you make that deal? I'd make that deal. No, man, come on! Stop doing that to me. Ventricle Razor. Oh no, okay. There we go. And then 100% we get gold options. Yes! Easy money, baby. All right, it sucks that we... How does this work? Can I shoot? No, I don't want to do that. A part of me kind of did, but a part of me, I feel like I'd get, you know, not nauseous. What's the word? I'd get lost. You know, there's so many, like, there's going to be a body of me and also like a not body of me. You know, my head is spinning around the non-existent body. I'm going to be very confused as to what's going on. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Okay, we can get 2020 again, which is interesting. And get you. What if we grab 2020 again? I fire one more tier? Doesn't seem like it did anything, but you know what? Oh well. Not upset. Mom's Razor, How to Jump, Samson's Change. Let's go with Samson's Chain. Actually, yeah. I do want Samson's Chain. Maybe I didn't. Nah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see how Tony reacts to this. Okay. So now, the question is, what do we do, I guess? Do we go... I guess maybe the best plot would be... There we go. Easy money. If I can get 9... Okay, alright. Honestly, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy for this one? Dude, come on! How are we doing that? Whatever. If I die, honestly, I think I will crash out. I think I will crash out a level of which you guys have never seen before. If I died. Euthanasia gives me spun, but also euthanasia is really good, if I'm correct. Not even in that assumption, it's just true. Euthanasia has like what is it? It has the chance to one-shot anything you touch with it. A luck up. Yeah, sure. I didn't want to grab it for the luck up, but you know, I'm not even gonna complain, you know? It's best not to complain, we just kind of take what we get. Dude, you know what? I was just wondering, why the hell are we getting so many items that we've gotten before? It's because I victory lapped into a new run, right? Is that the scenario? Is that the dealio here? Because I victory lapped into a new run, I have a kind of... I don't even know what kills them? Oh, my laser. I'm in such awe. Tony is in such awe at what he's seeing. He cannot believe it. His brain cannot process the hell that is appearing right now. Bro didn't even touch me, he died instantly. Shot speed down, which is good. Then I'm gonna get a shot speed up, which is bad. But it's a planetarium increase, so I'll take it. Okay, that's cool. But dude, honestly, I could rave for hours about Django Unchained. I like watching movies. They're fun to watch, one. But also, in general, I just think that is a good movie. I don't know what it is about it, necessarily. Maybe it's the revenge part. Maybe it's just the fact that I have a natural draw to Westerns, you know? Is that a thing? Do boys like Westerns still? Or is that like is that like an old head activity? You feel me? You know what I mean? I feel like everyone knows about how like Westerns easily, at least used to be at one time, like every guy or like every old man's kind of favorite movie is they love to watch those old Westerns. Infestation 2 is peak, genuinely. It's genuinely a peak item. I did not want to grab that, but we'll grab you because you're also genuinely a peak item. How did I get box up? You know, honestly, Birthright is cool. Birthright is goated. Box of friends in this scenario, I'm not complaining. I don't want to say I won, but no, we never say anyone has won, ever. We only win once the game is done. Once the game is done, that's the only time we win. Any other time means nothing to me. Sulfur, Book of Belial, nope. Eye of the Occult, Book of Belial, Eye of the Occult, or Babylon. Easy money. It's a simple choice, really. It truly is. I'm gonna be real. What is this? Mine's one? We don't need to stay here. Here we go. Okay. But dude, Westerns, they're so cool to me, man. Magnificent Seven, I know it was like a remake of an older Western, and if I remember correctly, I think the consensus was people kind of didn't like it, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not based for saying this. I want this to be clarified. I am not based for saying this. I am not like, oh, this guy's so goated. You should not value my opinion any different for this. But me personally, I like the movie a shit ton. So a part of me was like, you know, I like the movie a shit ton, so a part of me was like, brother, that's my shit, one. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want Mom's Box. I'm stupid. Mom's Box was the wrong answer. Mom's box was the wrong answer. I actually meant to grab. You know what? Let's see what we get. Fanny pack. Let's see what we get, you know? Why not? Come on, brother. Come on. Dude, one thing I hate? Yeah, I was about to say, one thing I hate? They don't do shit. Half the time. Pluto. Mercurius, Venus, Luna. I want Terra in this scenario. Mercurius, Luna, Terra. Let's go, baby. And then we grab Pluto, just for the size down. Okay, but my apologies. I got a little caught up with this. I like the movie. And truth be told, at least 90% of the time, I don't really care what critics have to say about most movies and stuff like that. I know a lot of people like to not base their opinions off this, but they like to at least value mostly critics, stuff like that. I think at one point in time, I definitely was that kind of person. You know, I was the kind of guy that would, you know, look at what Anthony Fantano was saying and be like, you know, oh, what can we do here? You feel me? I definitely used to be the kind of guy that like looked at Anthony Fantano as kind of like the end all be all. That's not. What is Tony saying? He's stupid. You know, I valued his opinion a lot. That's what I say. I think I definitely valued his opinion a lot. I will say, maybe not the best, but is what I did. And then you know, he started to put out opinions that I didn't agree with, you know? He started making opinions on videos that I didn't agree with, and a part of me kind of realized something. It was like, wait, this is this guy's own opinion. A huge majority of what I liked kind of banked on what this guy not liked, but like listened to or said was good, said was bad, you know? And then I kind of realized like I should value my own opinion more than I should, like, I guess, the opinion of anyone else. In my opinion, I think that's the scenario, that's the method, that's the way it should be for like a lot of ideas you have formed and such and such. And so I started valuing my own opinion more often than Mr. Anthony Fantano, internet's busiest music nerd, you know what I mean? One of those being, in my opinion, not controversial. If you're a hip-hop head, you like hip-hop music as much as I do, then I think one of the more infamous ones anyone could speak of was his review of the album My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. What some might say is one of the greatest albums of the 2010s. One of the greatest hip-hop albums of the 2010s, if you want to, you know, I guess be specific. If you think something else is better. A lot of people would be like, dude, this album is amazing. This album is peak. How anyone could value it under peak status is beyond me, and low-key, I'd agree with you, you know? Because it's a damn good album. In my opinion, it's not my favorite by the guy, you know? I would say that might go to something like The Life of Pablo. Tears up. I'm already at max tears, not that that did anything. Brimstone? What would that do? I'm so tiny, I don't know where I am, dude. Dude, what am I supposed to grab here? There you go. Okay. Brimstone didn't do anything. It's fine by me, by the way. I'm not upset Brimstone didn't do anything. I kind of wasn't, I'm gonna be real, a part of me wasn't expecting it to. A part of me was afraid it would ruin me. The best thing that could come from this was literally nothing. The best thing that could come from this happening was, hey, Brimstone does nothing, you know? That's easily the best scenario in here, is I don't ruin what might be one of my best runs so far. Feel me? As long as I don't ruin it, all that really matters to me. Sack of pennies. Marty Beelzebub. I don't necessarily need anything here. If I was to take something, though, I guess I would take Big Chubby. I guess, you know, I'm gonna be real. Not really, not worth it. But it's like, I mean, what does Big Chubby do for me? You know, I get, but like I said, I guess that's what I'd take. Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. Sad bombs, sure. Why not? I don't even know anymore, bro. You feel me? But yeah, you know, I kind of realized, like, hey, I should kind of value my own opinion more. In my opinion. That's kind of what I started thinking. It was like, hey, I realize this guy has his own opinion. I have a different opinion. One, you shouldn't attack people for having a different opinion. But two, is kind of like, you know, like, hey, you know, we have different tastes. Most people are gonna have different tastes. But, you know, the thing that sucks, though, is, I guess, is that a lot of people like to take his word as gospel, you feel me? A lot of people like to take Anthony Fantano's word as, like, that is the end-all, be-all, the definitive, like, hey, if this guy says your music is trash, then it's trash, you know? Guaranteed. Because I don't think that's the case at all. You feel me? I'm gonna be real. Don't want to risk anything. Grab you. We just stay up here. We stay up here and we shoot. And I'm gonna be real, because it's Curse of the Blind, a part of me doesn't want to grab anything. I don't want to grab anything out of fear something may ruin me. I hope you understand. Once you have reached a certain point, you will realize where Tony comes from in this. You know, I got a dog in this fight, and I cannot bear to lose it. But yeah, what is what it is. This is what it is, brother. Come on. Come on. Okay, this is where things get scary. Because specifically Bubblegum Hunt. There you go. The only reason I say is because, like Delirium, if I killed the guy at the wrong time, he automatically goes straight up. A bro could have telefragged me. I could have died right then and there. Come on. Oh my goodness. Tony whiffs the knife. There you go. Jesus Christ. My apologies, y'all. My bad. Didn't mean to ruin everything there. Up. Pure up. But, I'm not gonna lie, man. As soon as this run is over, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna go to the big screen, the big TV on downstairs, and my ass is gonna be watching some fucking... I'm gonna be watching some Peak, bro. My ass is gonna watch Django Unchained right then and there. Because it's so good. Because it's so cinema. It can't be Vinced or whatever. Boss Rush didn't count. Did my friend lie to me? No. Or maybe that boss rush doesn't count because it's alt path? Like, I don't know, man. If alt path boss rush doesn't count, that sucks. If this run doesn't count, a part of me is low-key kind of like, why do I even bother R-keying? But a part of me wants to R-key just for the fun of it, you feel me? You know, it's so broken, why not R-key? I don't know. We'll see if it works. You know, no confirmation. Let's just speedrun everything. At this point, let's just speedrun everything. Let's see what the hell happens. We just gonna book it. I didn't see any unlock. I didn't hear the bell or whatever, you know? I didn't see the unlock when it should have happened right then and there. I low-key think we're cooked. I don't think my friend lied to me. I just think my friend was given false info and then proceeded to give this said disinfo to me. Which sucks, because I really had high hopes that this could be one of the most broken Isaac runs to ever get anything done on. I mean, look at what I'm doing, you know? That's all I kind of really have to say. Look at what I'm doing, bro. Everything dies in one hit. It's kind of crazy. Look at this. Look at these fights, bro. You know? Look at these fights. Just get me. Everything at Tony, what are we doing here? You know, what's going on? Here's how we tell. Here's how we check. Here is how we fact check this. I am going to see if I unlock... What's his name? Tainted... myself. Tainted the Lost. If I can unlock Tainted Lost, as far as I'm concerned, my friend was not lying to me. Intentionally. As far as I'm concerned, my friend was not lying to me intentionally regardless, but, you know, all of this will not have been for nothing. However, I did press pause at the beginning of this run, I believe, and I didn't see the thing. I didn't see the icon, and low-key, I'm worried that it was truly all for nothing. Honestly, at this point, I have completely degraded from talking about... I didn't even mean to break you, bro. What's your dealio? Feed me? You feed me? What am I saying? Oh, he's so stupid. You feel me? Thank Depths 2. Here we are. Was that 2 planetariums? I just realized. Oh. 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 Interesting. Very interesting indeed. What just happened there? Kind of makes you think, to quote a friend. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this just for the fuck of it. You feel me? Just for the fuck of it, let's do regular. Let's do regular boss rush. See if it maybe was because it was the alternate boss rush, you know? Maybe the game just is racist towards the other boss rush or some shit. Fuck if I know. Well, we gonna find out. But also, once again, I did not hear that bell. You know, I did not see a notification pop up saying I unlocked anything from the Lost. Usually it should have came up. But either way, even if it doesn't work, this is easily one of the most broken runs I have ever seen myself participate in. And I am happy that I was able to bring y'all along for this experience. Bro has 3 copies of the negative. What is wrong with this guy? Oh my goodness, look at my shot. Look at the charge. Look at the charge on that. Did you see that? Did y'all see that it was taking a minute to charge real quick? Oh my goodness. Why did I come this way? Wrong way, wrong way. Beep. Brother, die. Oh, I broke mantle for the first time. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Why didn't I just do that? Yeah, there you go. I hope I get something out of this, man. I'm gonna scream. If I don't get anything out of this, I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna get real mad at someone. Nah, who would I get mad at, bro? My friend? You know, it's not like he just lied to me or anything.
He's self-destructive and disturbs justice.
Just like his father.
Look at who he has to look up to.
Shut up, Maggie. Oh, God.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Just keep pushing me like this.
I'm leaving. God, leave. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep quoting it. Okay, I was able to get that. Does that mean anything? Fuck if I know. Hopefully it does. Probably not. No, that's just the item. I forgot the item just does that. I need to see it myself. I need to see the lost in there.
Confess your sins and become saved. Let his light inside you cleanse your soul.
Insane.
You are taking this too far. Did you hear how you sound?
Come on, man. At this point, I'm sorry if I sound like super disinterested, but because of the fact that nothing else was coming up, a part of me is worried, and it is suffered. I have suffered my interest in the run. You feel me? Because it's just like, if this is all for nothing, then not what is the point? You know what? I know the point. The point is I had fun. I will definitely say this. Like I said, this is one of the most broken runs I have had the graciousness, the privilege of partaking in. This shit is dead ass insane. It's all fucking crazy. And it's cool as hell. I can say that with 100% certainty. That this run is cool as hell. Nothing came up. Nothing came up saying I unlocked, bro. Oh, it was useless. Oh, it was useless. Oh my god. Watch this. Alright, and then either, you know what's funny? Is that there's a good chance that maybe Tony dies here. If Tony just messes up somehow, there's a good chance he... Never mind. Okay. Alright, I'll say if I messed up somehow, there's a good chance I die. However, I mean, you saw what happened to bro. He died like frame 1. Come on, War. You're the one I hate the most. And you're dead instantly. Sayonara. Death, face palming in the back. Come on in. You're dead instantly. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, that was quick. And anyways. Sick nasty, y'all. Unfortunately, we didn't get all those cool completion marks. However, we did get the negative and what's that called right there? Satan. So that's cool. Sucks that that broken run couldn't. I'm gonna be real. I think if we did that right, if we did that the way I was doing it, I would have gotten every single completion mark except for Mega Satan and Greed mode. But that is, you know, that's its own mode. But oh well, what can you do? Anyways, want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.